And we are live. Welcome everyone to another Ace Attorney live stream as we get into the investigation big time now. After a body was discovered. Dash, how's your Thursday going? I am still waking up, so only been up for about an hour. I got my coffee and everything, so. Remember the other day where I'm like, I'm gonna get my sleep schedule back together. That has not gone overtly well. Played some Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. How was that? I have not played a lot of Dragon Quest. I've played a tiny bit. So, can't speak much on it. I know everyone fucking loves Dragon Quest though. Alright, I'll pop in here and I'll get the in-game audio going. I forgot that I left off on the full-on image here for being stabbed. I did remember that we left off that it was exactly like the mock trial. It's good. Only got to play it for 20 minutes. Or at least you got to play it. Thought it was good. See if it's the one I think it is. I don't even remember the Dragon Quest that I played. Jared, welcome to the stream, man. Tyson floors right here. I didn't play 7. Can I just say the artwork on this game looks like they're straight out of America, what is it, Team America? It 100% looks like they're straight out of Team America. I don't know how to feel about that. Because it makes me want to scream, America, fuck yeah, while also just being terrified. Alright. Reminder, teacher, dead. We had a Danganronpa-like intro scene, which automatically made me go, oh shit, bad things are happening. And it was almost very cult-like. It was kind of creepy. So yeah. Yeah, I know Toriyama used to draw Dragon Quest. That's like the only thing I knew about Dragon Quest is that was Toriyama. Which is the only reason I was like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see what it is. Alright, let's get going. Let's see if I can find the vocals today. I don't know if I'm going to be on point with my vocals today or not. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. You know what? Actually, I know who did it. I know who did it. It was the creepy ass smile. It was fucking Aristotle, 100% because of his creepy ass smile. That's what it is. And he killed her, and now she's gonna come back as a much higher rank hunter. That's what's gonna happen. Welcome to solo leveling, everybody. I'm sorry, if I walked into a room and there were two guys, one doing this, the other one doing this, I'm leaving that room. I'm leaving that room so quickly. You wouldn't even know I was there. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expect at a legal academy. Eh. Eh. I don't know if it would be the last thing I expected. This is America. I'll go tell Professor Means that we observed what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. And the fact that she's in the tabloids? You guys remember that? She's apparently part of a love triangle. Athena. I mean, Athena. Are you here? There you are. There we go, words. Those sprites look off to you. I will say, I should have, I'm actually gonna do something, because I don't know where I can do it exactly, but I want to change the outfit for this. Let me save real quick. Whoops. Yeah, I'm still gonna worry. There we go, back to menu. I've already saved. Because I have to wear different outfits anyways, I just don't remember. We're gonna put him in the old school suit. You weren't expecting to have a trial today, so we're gonna put you in that. And you know what? We're at Themis. She's gonna rock the uniform. Perfect. 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 Juniper's arrested. I like that that's the next up. There we go. I got a trophy. I just wanted to get this one out of the way before we, got to the point we were 100%ing everything. That way I didn't have to worry about it. 26 looking like it's going to be fun. Really? But the one thing I have a problem with 2K26 is the unlockables are on a fucking season pass. AJ Lee is part of the season pass. And that's what I don't like. You should not put playable characters on the season pass. That I can't stand when they do that. Because if they're in the game and they're playable, they should not at all need anything to actually buy for that. Unless it's like a like a pre-order, fine with that. But if it is in the base game, don't make me buy it. That's why the old games stand the test of time. You don't have to buy anything to get the full experience. I'm okay with season passes as long as it's cosmetically. If it's cosmetics, that's fine. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Base game things, no. Yeah, but see, you didn't have to buy anything for the island. Did you? I didn't play really any of the islands, so I'm fine if you just have to unlock them in the game. I don't like that, like, for AJ, you have to buy the pass. Like, you shouldn't have to buy something extra to play as a playable character that is already in the game. That's my issue. Junie, am I going to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong. You did? If you wanted to progress, it took forever and they're waving this would be quicker if you... Just, bone XP boost. Yeah, the only bad part is I'm stubborn, wouldn't buy it, so I just play through it. It might be quicker, but they don't know that I'm a dumbass. Good thing about being a dumbass. Like, at this rate, if the gaming continues to go the way it's been going, we're going to get to the point where in Madden you actually have to get to a level in the season pass in order to be able to access free agency in franchise. That's what's going to happen if gaming keeps going the way it's going. You're going to have like story mode elements that you can't get to unless you have the season pass. You'll have story mode elements. So at that point, it's like, no. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do, so we're bored as fuck. Wasn't that like an in-game thing, though? Or was it like online? Because to me, it's fine if it's an in-game thing that you have to do. I just don't like it was online. Okay, yeah, no, that's a little bit of... I don't really like that it was online. That it's online. That kind of sucks. As a guy that hates playing online, unless it is a legitimate, like, co-op game. Fuck that. And even then, I'm not huge on it. I'm trying to think about the co-op games I actually enjoy. Overwatch. I enjoy Overwatch. So, Marvel Rivals, shit like that I'm cool with. Left 4 Dead. I was a big Left 4 Dead guy. Halo back in the day. Give me some of that Halo 3. There's good nostalgia there. I was god-awful at it, but, that's about it. Those are my multiplayer games. And they're wondering why people are playing more indie games. You wonder why people are playing more indie games. Or you're like us and we just play our visual novels, which is just reading. Because we're nerds. Sure, what would you like to know? Okay, well, Juniper, I need to know one thing in particular. Why are you in a love triangle? Where is Matt, Hardy, and Edge? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? Like, it was a nickname, and it was, like, cool as shit. Yeah, that's essentially what she said. I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, You stick to your JRPGs. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny. I was talking to. I was hanging with IGS Saturday, and we played some old games. We played some old Dragon Ball Z Budokai. You know, the good shit. That game, so much more difficult than I remember it being as a child. Even though I think as a child, I just loved it because it was Dragon Ball Z. But that game, so much more annoying than I remembered. What was I gonna say, though? Oh, yeah, we were going over, like, all his games and what we were gonna play. And I brought up Persona because he's got Persona 3 Reload. He's in the middle of playing Like a Dragon, so he doesn't want to start something really long again. He's been playing that for, like, months now. I'm like, dear Lord, man. I'm not putting Like a Dragon on the wheel yet. Maybe one day, but I'm not putting it on the wheel yet. We'll go on the wheel, though. And he states he wouldn't have respun on Bioshock Infinite, I'm just saying.
Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act appropriately.
She was never this stiff and formal before. She's being a real buzzkill.
I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this.
Time out. Juniper's gonna be a judge? Was she gonna have a mallet of flowers? Hey. I put it on the wheel. And we let the wheel decide now. Now it takes it away from me and you only have the wheel to blame. And technically yourself if you respin. You only have the wheel to blame. And the wheel finally gave you Persona 5 Royal. On Monday, we take down a pedophile. We do what the government won't. This courtroom looked better than the actual courts. They got that government money. They got that government fund. Well, actually, no. They've got illegal government money. Probably. That's why. We'll see. We'll see what happens on the next spin. On the next wheel spin. It's going to be months, but we'll see what happens.
Such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know.
That picture makes her look very evil. Can we just point out she looks very evil in that image? Like, that is terrifying. If I saw that face, I would probably not be shocked that somebody killed her. Like she looks like she's going through her Joker arc.
Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
Constance Court. That's a name. And a tie goes to the game, so you know, it's like a contested catch. The tie will go to the game. Either that or it goes to the D20. One of the two. Yeah, no, we take it to New York, aka the D20. What sort of professor was Professor Court?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing.
Well, you would seemingly be the only one.
A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of law.
What's wrong with the school? I play too many visual novels. I know the writing style by this point. Either that or once again, I'm writing these video games somehow. Although we have now been able to tell that I'm a time traveler because Steins Gate's still way too relatable. Should not have been as relatable as it was. So I still stand by the fact time travel.
What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. You heard nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Don't look at me. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Have I become psychic? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial.
You wrote the script for the mock trial? You mean to tell me these trials are scripted? No wonder they brought in Sean Connery as the judge. Makes total sense.
Oh, you mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow! That's amazing, Junie.
More money, it'll be their highest payroll for a year ever. Damn. Your O's got a new owner and suddenly you became entirely different. Speaking of stuff, I'm going to keep Twitter up just in case anything breaks. Who knows? Who knows? Time out. Time out. Time out. Okay. Okay. I want to say this. Joe Judge, with this one thing, 100% tells me why he did not make a good head coach. Apparently, he told pregnant partners of players during the season that the father has to play good football. And I quote, "He needs to be in another room, detached. He ain't waking up for midnight feedings." You think Joe Judge's kids are already listening to emo music? Because I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they are. 100%. Alright. Yeah, yeah. At least now we know why Joe Judge was an awful head coach. Huh, I might have to watch that. Apparently, Vice has a show called Don't Call It a Comeback, and the season finale is the Jags Chargers game. Alright. Try to QB sneak on 3rd and long inside zone 10. I mean, that's easily a quick way to find out you're a bad head coach. But, I mean, you know. Telling somebody that, yeah, the dad can't be a father. He's got to be a football player first. That's a little. I think that even goes a little further than calling a QB sneak on 3rd and long. Oh, I will say I played the playoff game yesterday. I recorded that, and when I tell you, it has one of the most exciting finishes. I shouldn't call it a finish, but there is a play late in that game that is batshit insane. So much so that I had to watch a replay to double check things. It's fucking great. He can pull that off as long as his teammates are just pulling him. And the Jags are trying to let them score.
Oh, thank you. But now Professor Cordes. Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be.
Yep. I saw the Warner Brothers was like, hey, we can't be having Brody King out there for those chants. Can't be having that. And I get it. They need to make sure they're able to get the sale done, specifically to Netflix, because Warner Brothers doesn't want to sell to fucking Paramount. And it's very obvious they don't want to sell to Paramount. Did you guys know that Trevor Lawrence had the best catchable throw rates in the intermediate? That goes entirely against the narrative that he throws the most hospital balls. That's funny. No, right? Isn't the sale with Netflix still going through, or did that fall apart? Because I thought they were still selling to Netflix right now. Because, I mean, Paramount's going to turn them into into the total opposite of what Warner Brothers is. I can tell you that much. Dear Lord, State of Play is going to be an hour long? God damn.
Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? I'm watching a trailer. Okay. I'm down with that. I just watched the trailer for Curry Barker's Obsession. It looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. Looks pretty good. Yeah, Gunner Rivers probably going to NC State, baby. Yeah. There's a big dispute. Netflix trying to buy the streamable assets. Paramount trying to buy the entire company. And Disney's trying to jump them both. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Yeah, Comcast ain't getting in that fight. Comcast ain't getting in that fight at all. I know Paramount tried to add their bid by trying to win over stockholders. I saw a thing for that, but I'm pretty sure I just got rickrolled into... Yep. That's a clever rickroll. Gives them DC. It would. If you get Warner Brothers, you get DC. And don't question the power of the mouse. Always comes in third in presidential elections. Never question the mouse. I'll take what I want, no matter what. Everything comes back to fucking Mickey. Yeah, and they'd get James Gunn back. They'd be ecstatic about that. Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. The details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. Smart. We're the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
She made sure there was no 66 and a 2/3% chance for anyone to win this upright. Because this is a normal match, so there's a 50-50% chance of winning. Now, if there was a genetic freak on either the defense or the prosecution, they'd have a 66 and 2/3% chance of winning. Or I'm sorry, they'd have a 75% chance of winning. If you take that 75% chance and add that to their 66 and 2/3% chance, every time I see the words "you've got another thing coming," my brain automatically turns on Judas Priest. So that my brain immediately just heard the guitar riff and drum beat start up for "You Got Another Thing Coming." Huh. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Yep. Yep, I figured it was one of these two. And I figured it was that guy. Okay, I know what I want Sweaty McGee over here to sound like. I don't know if I want to go. Are we sure Dave Finlay's gonna sign with WWE? I know it's believed that he'll sign with WWE, and they've been hinting at it just in case with his brother. I can't do the dude from My Hero, which is the voice that comes to mind, but that doesn't fit you anyways, because you're evil. I can tell by your face. Alright, I got something. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! Bam, bam, I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. A place where no one follows me. I walk alone. This man, big Batista fan right here. This man loves Big Dave. She gave an award-winning performance as the offended man. Or maybe he's Chris Jericho at this point. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. No, that man's name is not Hugh. You're not telling me that man's name is Hugh.
Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
Your name is not Hugh. No, there's no way your name is Hugh. Huh. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, he did that. He did the fucking glasses thing. Really? Really? Yeah, he just... He just suddenly gets a really, really deep Irish accent. Oh, but some call me Mr. Perfect. Out of nowhere, he becomes a leprechaun. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. You get that name out your goddamn mouth. You can't throw a football 50 yards and catch it. You can't do that. I guarantee you don't do a cool gum spit smack combo. I guarantee you can't flip your towel like crazy and catch it behind your back. No, you are not Kurt Hennig, sir. And last I checked, this music, not one of the greatest themes of all time. And I'll die on that hill. Mr. Perfect's theme. Oh, it's one of the best themes ever. I would put that up against some of the best. And shoot a basketball half court backwards and get nothing but net. Yeah. You don't do like the greatest perfect plex ever. Your fisherman suplex isn't that good. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. Yeah, I feel like I got that voice pretty good. Yeah, I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kinds that nail the bad guys. Let me guess. You saw one Miles Edgeworth case, and you were like, that dude's my idol. I totally feel that's why you wear red. Yeah. Yeah. No! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too? And what's that bracelet contraption for? Junie has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. Yeah, they were fighting over you, apparently, from what we read in the tabloids. And apparently, Junie, don't read the tabloids. They called you some things. Just saying. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in torrent love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Oh, just because I saw it before stream, Amazon dropped the trailer for Spider Noir. And they have it in 2 versions. In color, and more importantly, in monochrome. And I was very excited. You best believe I'm going to watch that whole series in monochrome. Her shadows know her story. Oh, well, oh, well. Oh, 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 oh. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? I mean, the one in red, that one makes sense. Hugh, yeah, that one makes sense too. There's always a way to watch these things. There's always a way. I don't know how, but there's always a way. Huh. Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also in the school's festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas! Whoa! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing on stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. That's fucking crazy.
Well, then you wait till it releases and find a way to watch then. 'Cause that's always what I do. Ooh. You know what? You know what? I can't believe it. WWE came up with a good faction name. Birthright. I give them a lot of credit. That's a good faction name. That's a good faction name. That's the faction of all the NXT Nepo babies. Somebody did point out though that like the group of Nepo babies where none of them have the respective last name of their parent. Until Dave Finlay comes in. Why does the AEW production truck not have a new cover on it? Like, why is Phoenix and Penta still on the production truck? Somebody get them a new production truck cover.
I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes.
What didn't you do?
And this is what I'll be wearing.
Now, I'm just gonna say this. I feel like we've seen an outfit like this before. I'm just saying. I feel like we've seen an outfit like this before. Feel like we know where the inspiration came from. Constellations glow through fabric. Make it glow from the inside. Constellations throughout.
That's amazing, Ginny, but then again, you weren't always good at that kind of thing.
I just want to point out, she can draw. She apparently knows how to make outfits. And she can sing. And also, she's in law school. Like, Junie is too good at things. Junie is way too good at things. Somebody needs to check if she's bad at anything. Just saying. Wife material.
These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh? So you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back. He got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. I think she's angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... No! You can do it! That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. I don't know if I would say that. This one's trying to go Super Saiyan and the other one... I don't know what his deal is, but this dude's totally trying to go Super Saiyan. I should know. I've been trying for years and it doesn't work. Maybe that famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So how did the mock trial end? Whew. We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. Guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! But I bet the defense wasn't going too badly either, right? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. I like that. Zen and mastering the art of the bar exam. We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win. When that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. But don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. Huh. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy Ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh. Okay. But I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Ginny's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable.
This man is squeezing his fists so hard that it's making a sound. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. I can hear Discord in their voices too. They're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh. All right, then. Hey, isn't that... I can only assume it is one person. Let me find it. Everyone, stay right there. Stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. I was goddamn right.
Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
I'm what? Well, wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case, too. So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on those grounds.
True, but there's more. If you order now. However, Prosecutor Blackquill specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackquill's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
Oh, God. The emo kid's back. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. What? Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Well, what the fuck you gonna do, Athena? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
Oh, Animu.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
That seemed like a really weird time to go to the anime cutscene, but okay, whatever. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. Huh. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug, little... He hasn't even finished law school. Yeah! If I could do a Goku, I would. If I had Goku in my repertoire, that would be his voice. Would be Goku. Just because, like, how high-pitched Goku's voice is fits perfectly here, but I don't have a Goku in my repertoire. So I can go Vegeta, but I can't go Goku. I can't go that high. At least for that. That was totally rude! You're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! I was not ready to have to scream shit. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was thinking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like the script. Exactly. Without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Motherfucker's back. Somebody hit the guitar riff. Perhaps I could help. Her forehead. Our German vampire rock star is back. Even though I believe he's supposed to be American. But he spent too long in Transylvania. Prosecutor Gavin! What are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. Oh, the band's not together anymore, so the Gavineers broke up. Okay, good to know. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us. The Gavineers. I was the lead vocalist and lead guitar, and the only one anyone even cared about. We had this one dude who went on trial and was, well, he murdered people. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But Can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor, Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay. That one then. She's a lively one, eh, Air for Ed? Didn't know she was your type. Haha. Okay, Clavier, I'm happy you're back. She's the newest member of Write Anything Agency. That's all. Nice to meet you. Or, I thought it was fucking Clavier because he was on screen. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah? Therefore, Ed? Why the fuck are you here, bro? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss. To give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gavineers are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Of course you are. Of course you guys are. Because you're just like every rock band. Everybody needed you to come back for one more show, right? Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air for Ed. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned? I see you've already heard about it. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? I like how you got feet. Okay, they're on the wrong sides. I just want to point that out. They are on the wrong sides. Like, Clavier should be over on the right side. Like, looking at the photo. Clavier should be on the right side while Phoenix is on the left side. Because that's the defense while that's the prosecution. They fucked up their whole setup. They screwed it up. They're failures. NCAA denied Chambliss's request for eligibility. Kind of figured. That man needs to just focus on the NFL. I mean, he's a good prospect this year. In a draft that is not, like, quarterback heavy, he is a good prospect. So...
I'm just seeing a lot of cool looking trailers. Dear Lord. Bruh, I hope to God AEW fans aren't all thinking that AJ's gonna show up at Revolution, because they're gonna be really upset. I have seen so many posts the past couple days of people being like, we're gonna get Ospreay come back and the debut of AJ Styles at Revolution. It's gonna be great. I'm like, the dude said he's not gonna be back in ring very soon. You are not getting AJ Styles at Revolution. You're just not. I personally don't think you're going to get AJ Styles in 2026. It was the statue. I mean, they need to... I'm not gonna lie, those statues annoy me. Samandrus, welcome to the stream. I hope I didn't butcher your name there, but I just wanted to say it quickly. That way, if I did, it won't sound that bad. Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Okay, what you know about the professor? People broke into the old WWE HQ in Connecticut. Of course, videoed it because they're idiots. Of course. Of course. Why would you not videotape yourself breaking into Titan Tower? Why would you not? That makes total sense. In 2028, we finally got laptops. Could be executed with them. I mean, depending on who gets them, maybe. So, Constant Court was your professor here at the academy? So, flip phones and VHSs. Hey, don't shit on the VHSs. Love me some VHSs. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. She's crying in her head. Athena? Are you tearing up? No, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah. Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already. Forget already, Airforid. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. Okay, so time out. We're about to do a mock trial. Oh my god. Right. The stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead, ready to rock? So we are actually on the sides that he put for those statues, so never mind. He was right, I was wrong on the statue placement. No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax. You'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, you'll need to play the part of defendant and judge, as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. At the prosecution bench beside, isn't that obscure? It's not an attorney DLC? I don't... Did we play any DLC? I don't think we've played any DLC yet. Because we've only done the last game so far in this.
Très bien. Let's get started. I don't know, why do you keep speaking different languages here, Athena? It doesn't make you feel any more important. Defendant / judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery, perhaps. But a trial is still a trial. It's not included in this trilogy. You can watch on YouTube real easy. Okay. I was about to say I don't think we played any DLC. So. Achtung! I forgot that he says Achtung. It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Can we take it easy today?
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win.
Athena, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Octua? No. There's got to be more in there. You gotta get that phlegm going. It's gotta sound like you're gonna puke when you say it.
So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Damn. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial power. Yeah, in this game, we don't pay to win, because this is old school. We don't have no passes.
Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Okay, I have to do Athena acting. Huh. Let's see. Athena would give it her all, so.
Oh, me? Oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you?
Yeah, then she breaks out of it for that. That's some seriously bad acting for a line. Yeah, perfect. I did that perfectly then. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Yeah, I think we've seen that before. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Air forehead. Did the mock trial participants react? Or how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, let's see, that's Robin, so.
Oh, the green sweatshirt. Or the green sweatsuit. That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. Guy just likes green. Yeah, the dude that was wearing red earlier, just big fan of green. Massive fan of green. Man's just like, oh, green! That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Okay. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Yeah, man. It's called getting into character. Some of us do it. Not that I would know anything about that. Right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Then Hugh said, a frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, Air Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice.
Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said.
So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Professor Gavin, do you have any objections? Or Prosecutor Gavin. I said Professor. The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I'm the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. I know he's not actually German. We just had this whole thing where he has gone through so many different voices now. Because I kept forgetting what I did, and then I did different stuff, and then it got to the point where I'm like, he's now a vampire rock star from Germany. So he's just gotten a million different voices, so now he's just a vampiric rock star from Germany. I keep forgetting that I drank all my coffee. The true murder weapon was most likely the all that was left in the art room. The fuck is an all? I just want to know the actual, like... The fuck is an all? Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was an ice pick. Yeah, I thought those were ice pick. I thought that was an ice pick. I did not know that's what that was. No, I've done this one too much that I remember this voice. The vampiric German rock star. That voice just sticks now. That one's not difficult to forget. An all? What's that? An all, you say? What might that be? If she's trying to do the judge, I can't do that. I can't do Athena trying to do Sean Connery. That I'm not going to be able to do. That is not in my repertoire right there. I can do one or the other. I can't do both at the same time. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. If I had waited, the game would have just told me what it was and said the ice pick thing too. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic. Yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. He is like a tool too. Yeah, Somebody put this man in Tool Academy. Only the real fans of the stream know about that show. If you don't know about Tool Academy, you gotta find out about Tool Academy. That show is fucking something. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? It's 2000s TV at its finest. You got that right. Clavir's only in this game? Ah. Man, it's gonna be the end of Clavir. The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and a storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. That's a pretty big one. A jumbo. Yeah, big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. Cantillon Gavin? Is that how that's pronounced? Cantillon? Something like that? That's weird. I don't know what that name would mean in German, but I don't sprechen the Deutsch. The next game, Clavir isn't even in it. No! How dare we lose that voice? I would be so sad. Not really. I need more Godot in these games. We need them to bring a game out that has more Godot, mainly because his theme was awesome. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
I don't know who was trying to say this. I can only assume it was the one dude. I mean, it's going to be nice that I won't have to do this voice anymore because it is weird to do. It doesn't hurt at all, but it's just weird to try and do. A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
Miss Francisca? Of course you do. Jaren, of course you miss Francisca. Godot's the GOAT, though. Godot is the GOAT. That may be true, but you failed to account for the large, high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Nick Castellanos has officially been released by the Phillies. I saw that they told him not to show up to spring training. Kind of figured he'd either be traded or cut, so. The Angels are gonna sign him. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the clubhouse, from the club room. There we go. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all's stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Ginny's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right. That's me. I'm just gonna do it just because, just imagine Athena trying to be the judge. So I'm just gonna do it. Best indie wrestlers, Nikki Blackheart, has a WWE tryout. Yeah, I saw there was a couple of tryouts that were announced.
Alright. Just imagine Athena doing this. Very well. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods.
Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
WWE wants to bolster the women's division, as they should. As they should. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Our mock trial. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two.
Thanks, you two. That little run through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Actin! I love whenever that comes up because I just gotta do it really just big. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good.
You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Cork. It's a lot, I will say this voice is a lot of diaphragm work. That is the biggest issue with this voice. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. Have you met Miles Edgeworth? He's a pretty cool guy. Don't meet Francisca. She'll kill you. She will kill you. I mean, it seems like they released Castellanos, I guess, but they told him that there was no need for him to go to spring training. So I take it they fully released him, but you know. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
That's true. We need to tell the dude that, hey, we're doing a case here. He's been officially cut completely. Yeah, that's what I figured. Godot will throw hot coffee on your head. I'm down with that. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Any ideas? The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both.
No sweat. We can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court records and commit it to memory later.
Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside and out.
Yes, sir, Mr. Justice.
Mr. Justice? Careful. I could get used to that.
Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case?
Oh, start by interviewing people about the basic facts.
Interview people. Got it. Hey, you there? What can you tell me about the...
Whoa. Hold on, Athena.
The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case. Okay, got it. Limit the interview poll. Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow. Wants me to calm down at a time like this? Junie's fate rests in my hands. I have to win this one. Freshman Jackson is a name. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Crime scene is off limits to students. I'm no student. I'm a lawyer. Why are you wearing a student outfit? Shut up. Yeah, right. Just because you're in law school doesn't mean you're a lawyer. Played for the Browns in the early 2000s. He's been coaching since. Oh, did you guys see DeMarco Murray's joining the Chiefs staff as running backs coach? Makes me feel so damn old that he's been coaching for 7 years. That's crazy. You should see what she did to the last cop who said something like that to her. Why, you? Are you threatening an officer of the law? Yikes! No, it's not a threat. It's more like a friendly warning. Guess we should go before I get myself arrested for assaulting an officer. Ugh. Mr. Wright. Oh, shit. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. But you believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. His fucking creepy ass smile. Trying to make us an A rank hunter. Or an S rank hunter. Arise. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Well, you're still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you failed to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. Look at me spin this globe, isn't it nice? He's gonna do worse than bite us. He's gonna hit us with a giant hammer and we're gonna die. People who have not watched Solo Leveling don't get these jokes. In fact, I have been battled. I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. You gotta go fight Medusa? Okay. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it. Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Mains, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? I mean, you just play it whenever you can. That's when you play it. Just if you got free time. Because, I mean, it is just a basic app, so... Dear Lord. Man, Patriot fans must... This must be what Patriot fans feel like after they've, you know... They get one winning season. Somehow they think they're gonna dominate again. This guy has them losing a total of 5 games. Yeah, no. That's not happening. There's no way they're beaten. There's no way they're beating Seattle. I think they lose to Jacksonville. They'll lose to probably Buffalo on the road. They'll lose to Green Bay. Hell, they might lose to Fernando Mendoza and the Raiders. They might beat Kansas City, though. Say that much. That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. That is true. They lost to Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, so... If all goes right in the upcoming months, you'll be able to fly to Orlando in business / first class. Well, look at you! Hell yeah! Dash gonna be riding in that first class. It'll be GLAMOROUS. Now, if you would excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Oh God, I need to stretch. I have to do at least a plank today at some point. Good thing all I gotta do is commentary and edit. Don't have to record it all. Did that already. Also, you guys are getting 2 Sanford videos this weekend because, obviously, it's not much more than Economy Plus. Economy Plus is $305. Business and First Class is $363. Yeah, that's not terrible at all, actually. That's a lot cheaper than I would think it would be for a move up. I would have thought at least 100, if not more. Now, where was I again? There's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. Right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Rumor about the Academy. So were you shocked by our conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before? Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges, and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. The question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. But the end justifies the means. And for wearing anime gear has a WWE tryout? Yeah, I saw that one too. I saw SRS post about the tryouts. I didn't recognize the names, so... Oh, there's the Nikki Blackheart one. I didn't see that one earlier. Yeah, Notorious Mimi and Mauricia Demia. And then you got Nikki Blackheart. Well, at least they're having actual wrestlers try out. Plus is 307. It's even less money. There you go. No dress code for it? Fuck yeah. Who wants a dress code? Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? Danganronpa. That change in just the sky automatically made me just think we were about to hit the track at that point. T-shirts and shorts in first class, let's fucking go! Fuck yeah! To survive the dark age of law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But What'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Yeah, guys, what'll happen? What'll happen in the year 2026 to our government and legal system if results are all that matter? What'll happen? I wonder. Relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. I'm not qualified to answer. I don't think any of us are. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. Raiders hired Mike McCoy as assistant head coach. I mean, it's a good veteran coaching presence to have in the room, so that's good. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Alright. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Maintenance area! So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. That the body was dumped from here onto a high jump mat from the storeroom. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa! Adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. You scared the crud out of me. I feel like this dude needs to just have random wrestling themes behind him at all times. Like every time you interact with him, it's a different wrestling theme. Yikes, right back at you. So, what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Okay, Rock Lee. Oh, there you go, Rob Leonard. There you go. Solid choice for DC. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. This is a PSA. Don't be like this man. You see this man? Don't be like him. Don't be like him. This man listens to certain podcasts. I can guarantee you. Now I understand why he's a prosecutor and not a defense attorney. Oh shit. Apparently, South Dakota State is going to join Conference USA in July of 2027. Bro, we are going to get so many schools added to college football. It's crazy.
Yep, North Dakota joined Mountain West for a year. I will say, I'm told we might have to go away from Team Builder just to do the Jackrabbits. I will say we might have to go away from Team Builder just to do the Jackrabbits. I'm a big fan of South Dakota State. So I don't think they'll be in. Well, they'll probably be in 26. Yeah. Or 27. 28 is what they'll be in, because 2027 they'll be coming in. So they'll be in 28. That year we will probably have to take a break from Team Builder for that. Yeah, North Dakota State will be in this year. Which I will not be getting rid of them. I want to keep them in the game. I still don't know what I'm going to do this year, if we're doing Team Builder, if I'm going to do something else, because everybody's going to be doing North Dakota State. Everybody's going to be doing North Dakota State. No. No. We are not moving out of the Big 12. You think we're moving out of the Big 12? We got lucky to sweep that, to go undefeated in conference play. We got so lucky. This was not an American this was not like the American Conference where we dominated 90%. We almost lost to a 3-win UCF team. We're not SEC ready. Now, we are going to have what I'm calling the SEC tryout next year with our non-conference games. So, I'm not going to spoil, though, what happens with the quarterfinal playoff game. All I got to say is you need to watch it. I was so pumped playing that game. It is such a good game. It is such a good game. And, I mean, it always is a better situation where we have story elements to it. You know, the fact that we're 0-2 against Michigan. And they're the one behind our one and our 12-1. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. Not entirely, but most will. We're probably going to do 2 SEC opponents and then one higher up non-SEC, like one other Power 4. Because I don't know if they're going to make us play ULM again or not, since we've had to play ULM the last 2 years for some reason. We might have to play them again, I'm just assuming. Did you guys hear it's going to be $30 for the ports of Fire Red and Leaf Green on Switch 2? Isn't that cool that you can pay $30 for a game that you can get for free $99? Isn't that cool? Yeah, I don't know why it's locked in our schedule, but I don't know if it's going to be this year or not, so we'll see. I don't mean to be rude, but you can talk without shouting. Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much, if at all possible, that is. Yeah, I'll stick to Radical Red. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem! Ask away! Keep them coming, man!
much. My ears ache already. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club?
I mean, people have said that they, like, shadow released it, so... I don't know if they have or not. I haven't checked the store, so... Ooh. Whew. Alright. I will be back in a second. I have to hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a bit. Hi, I'm back. 2K26 is adding custom body morphing. Ooh. I don't know. I saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter, so I can't speak to it. It's not that not like I'm gonna get it anyways. But.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Professor Cord if I let something like that get me down! What do you mean? Professor Cord was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about the truth and beauty, man! She always said the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth are legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel? Ah, man! What, I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm saying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Ginny's name. You'll see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we make it here. We swore we make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school! A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Ginny will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. If I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Ah! That paper! So, Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for all three of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention. No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire it in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Here, that's the bullet there. Okay. I figured there was probably nothing else, but just checking. Deja vu, man. It's like I almost taste my near victory again. But no! The final showdown was canceled because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship, it's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. It's like the calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Oh. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything?
You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope. Nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it.
But
Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two. So just leave it to him.
there it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
I will say I'm more sus of Hugh than I am of Robin right now. Very much so.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a bit more about yourself?
Huh. Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club, needless to say. Go, ace! I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too.
How can he even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I just said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
What about the mock trial? Sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. Huh. That's a very good reason. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right. And I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Why you sweating there, buddy? Pal? Friend? Why you sweating and twitching? I see that eyebrow doing the twitches. What's going on there, bucko?
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that?
How did you discover the body?
Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right, there was that announcement, and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax.
I hate him. I hate him. I don't like him. I hope he's guilty. Like, I do not like him.
Then just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait. Hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where'd you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
You really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Okay, Athena, what's next?
I get it. This is your way of mocking my defeat. You like shoving people's shame in their faces. That's your modus operandi.
No, that wasn't my intention. Besides, you were never actually defeated.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Or is this just a trick intended to provoke me?
That wasn't my intention either.
Then what was your intention? I know, you're trying to toy with my emotions.
Wow, this guy can't take being humbled. Old country style. So you really declared that you'd confess to Junie if you won the trial? Won the mock trial? Because he's definitely not the shy type.
Yeah, well, that's just the genius that is me. My thoughts and actions are on a whole other level from you mouth breathers.
Fuck you, I solved a 7-year-old unsolved case.
And it's like, what the fuck have you figured out?
No, it's your vanity that's on a whole other level. Is it just me, or is this your name here?
That's my name, but how should I know what it's doing there? But being that the whole campus looks up to me. Not surprised to find my name mentioned here and there.
I'm not surprised he said that, being the narcissist he is.
That's from the archery club. We let the school use it for the mock trial. Never figured it would end up being used like it was.
Of course, the real murder weapon isn't an arrow at all.
I know, but the fact remains that it was used in this whole insidious plot.
Hey, fuck you, kid. I saw DL6 and SL9. What have you done, simpleton? He hasn't even graduated yet.
But a mouth breather like you couldn't possibly understand. You see, archery is a sport that demands advanced mental focus, and the killer's actions have done harm to its image.
I know exactly what you mean, except for that mouth breather remark.
Well, let's hope that someday you will, because it couldn't be any more self-evident.
I like him less and less every time he opens his mouth.
Thought the area was, cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes.
Athena, watch where you're...
Huh? Eek! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Eek! Apollo! This box, there's...
What now?
There's someone or something inside.
Don't let it be... They made the joke. They made the joke. And they made the joke better than I thought they would. Don't let it be a snake. 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 Oh, I love that. I was going to make the joke, and they made it for me, so I'm happy about that. Snake! 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 Okay, how do I want to... What do I want to make your voice? Because I don't know what you look like entirely, so...
You morons just blew my cover.
What the... There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Myram Scuttlebutt.
Oh, it's a female? Miriam Scuttlebutt. That makes sense. I don't know why I pronounced it Myram, because that makes no sense. I think I just automatically, with the voice I was doing, I'm like, male. So that's how it would be pronounced. Miriam Scuttlebutt. That's a name. That is a name. One, your first name is Miriam, and your last name is Scuttlebutt. That's a name that somebody gave you. I'm not here to listen to beeps to tell someone their gender. I'm not going to gender someone by their beeps. I don't know what she looks like yet, so I can't really give her a voice that fits. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go the muffled voice, because she's in the box anyways. And I'm a senior in the judge course.
What's with the box?
It's a fire way when I'm in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none of you see my face on a day to day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You're the one
want to see my script again? Or you never want out? Reading without my permission and you want to still have it. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Oh, so you're saying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. You a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I got her info. Now tell me all you know. You know, Sarah's hell. Turned white to black. Panda ink. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take a stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? It's a forgotten how I go to school. Wait, it's me. So tell me anything you know for Jennifer's. Well, wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said? Nah, that we can wait to see what she looks like, because as long as I haven't seen her, I can't give her a voice. And she is in the box, so the box is muffling her. That's just what it's gonna be. Poor Jennifer. I told her to stand here. Tell me everything you know for Jennifer's sake. Clear enough for this time? I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. I mean, I'm assuming it's just the sweat drop.
Gotcha!
Miriam, your unease is betrayed by a little habit of yours. Think you can see me with your silly little glasses? You're wasting your time. Don't walk through the pencil. Nobody sees the real me. Yeah, I blew that one. You're completely boxed in now, Miriam. And Apollo's power is like a box cutter with X-ray vision. Prepare to be exposed. Don't exaggerate, Athena. I'm a lawyer, not a superhero. Alright, wait. Checking the eyes first. Alright, nothing here. So now we go to the hands.
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, "For Juniper's sake." I almost muffled Apollo there. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. She's just Kenny from South Park at this point. Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Oh, another paper. Thanks, Miriam. We're relieved. You've revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because you were saying conflicts. What you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? Dirty little secret? I'll tell you secret. I didn't expect an All-American Rejects reference. Are you gonna give me some development info? Okay. Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I wanna do something. I'm gonna turn around and walk away. And then take the photo. That's already for you. The end justifies the means? Wait a sec. I'm not gonna lie, it is very, like, just, with that.
Miriam's character concept was originally conceived as a mystery student in a box. Player would hone in on her as an obvious red herring suspect until a twist reveal would have her box be opened, revealing that the mystery student is in fact Juniper Woods, and that the player had therefore been chasing after a phantom the entire time. Oh. Okay. So her whole idea was it was Juniper under the box? That's weird. That's weird that that was their game plan. I get it, but...
Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal?
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What'd it record?
You're so mean, Miriam. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure?
This in turn was supposed to tie into the game's overall theme. Treville was scrapped as it was considered too convoluted and impossible to pull off believably. The concept was instead worked into a separate character. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a little too over the top for them to be like, and it's actually Juniper the entire time under the box. Oh! Would have been a little too much.
Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did send some Discord though. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have?
Is this literally just turned into politics?
But why would anyone follow that philosophy?
I mean, the idea of chasing a phantom, like, is a big mystery thing. Like, they do it a lot in Detective Conan, or Case Closed, whatever you want to call it. They do that a lot in that, where they will give you a lot of red herrings to be like, hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, this is your person. And it's blatantly obvious who the killer is. But the red herring's enough to make you start questioning things. My personal favorite of the Case Closed episodes, if you want to go watch it, is the Moonlight Sonata case. It's one of my favorites, mainly because it all revolves all around the playing of the Moonlight Sonata. It's awesome. Fucking awesome. That show is great. You should watch it. It also has a fucking banger of a theme. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? But of course, sometimes darkness can show you the light. I think I have 2 seasons on DVD. Yeah, oh, it's such a good show. It's so good. So good. I used to wake up at 3 in the morning when I was like 16 because it would come on Adult Swim. I would wake up at like 3 in the morning just to watch it. Just to watch it. That's the point. That's the point. That's what muffling sounds like. You're not supposed to understand what she's saying.
Ugh. We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever she can today. Whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Oh, nope. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Aye, maybe it's time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh, wait. We haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. I like that as they're leaving, she's like, hi, Junie. Athena, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, exactly, huh? You didn't hear anything she just said. So they were probably like, what the fuck is she saying? She called me Athena, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? We're almost done with the flashbacks. Okay, then. Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. On the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. No you don't. Even though I was not in any drama. I was like the backdrop of some drama. I was involved in drama not knowing I was in drama. If that makes sense. Like I was involved but wasn't involved. It's like Mario, Bowser, and Peach. I don't know if we go there. Ain't that always how it works, Jane? Ain't that always how it works? See, you had that. I had a friend, and we hung out a lot. Like, we had a lot of classes together, so we would walk to those classes together. And she was dating other people, and they were jealous of me. I had no fucking clue. I had no clue. She told me that much later on. I was like, okay. Okay. I don't know why that would ever be a thing, but okay. It really boosted the ego a bit. It was good for the self-confidence. Helped out, but yeah. I still was like, I don't know why you'd ever be jealous of me. I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. You fucking played favorites? I don't know if we can defend her anymore, guys. A love octagon? Dude. That's fucking crazy. I love the idea of a love octagon. Somebody book it. But Professor Cord noticed it immediately and changed it back. So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. Oh, Octocentagon. See, all I saw was Octagon in there because I looked over it real quick. That's all that really matters is an octagon. 'Cause that's where you settle problems. I've never heard of an octocentagon. That's insanity. Who would make an octocentagon?
I was wondering about the awl you had on you when you were arrested.
Someone with way too much time on their hands. Very true. Very true.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Cord and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me.
Wasn't it just paint or something?
I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint. But that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it.
A key? And the awl?
Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club advisor. And since the key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the prop should be realistic, so...
Found to be a... Oh. Oh, that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. He all suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right?
Was that the last time you saw her?
Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would never guess she'd end up like this. Looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me.
We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow.
I know, and I believe in you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye.
Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt her friendship. Is there? Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on this trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. I like that they're just doing it in the detention center. The victim, Professor Constant Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I do not know. I do not know. It might have the DLC cases, but I do not know. Here, I can tell you right now. Yes, it includes the DLC cases. We've got Turnabout Reclaimed, and Turnabout Time Traveler. Turnabout Time Traveler, that's right up our alley. I know about time travel. Wrote a whole game about it. Also, the location where we found the body was just the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. Tighter! What do you mean? What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Turnabout Reclaimed introduces a past character? Ooh, okay. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. I don't know how to feel about that. To be continued. Thank God. I wanted to get to the save point here before we called a close to the stream. Alright. With that, perfect timing, that is where we are going to bring an end to this one. Next week, we get back into the courtroom with our favorite emo kid on the other side. Didn't turn my volume down. That hurt my ear. Alright. So, I'm just double checking, making sure there's nothing else I have to do or bring up. So, with that, that's going to bring us to the end of this one. Jaren, Dash, Samandara, appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching after the fact or just chilling in chat, appreciate you too. And tomorrow, it's Elite Four time. Will we finish the run, or will it come to a crushing halt and we have to restart all over? That's the question. That is the big question for tomorrow. And then what happens after that is a whole nother question. Who knows? With that, though, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time.